Yeah, if you watch the national championship game against Houston, I've never seen Houston, someone play defense on someone as hard as that Houston
And Houston's
guy.
defense
Is
was the
insane.
best in the country, especially with how many players like Jamal Shead they had. They had dogs in Walter Clayton
But yeah,
just hooped.
If you need a game to watch, go watch Walter Clayton's Final Four game.
Or any game,
Or
for
just
that
any
matter.
game,
But the
yeah.
Final Four with the stage is the biggest.
He dropped I think he had a 30-something point game in the Final Four game.
Yeah, he's a great pick. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Overtime Cards podcast. I'm Tate.
I'm Dawson.
And today we're going to be talking about, the NBA draft that just happened and unfolded. But before we talk about it, make sure you guys like and subscribe to our channel. And also our Instagram, too, is at Overtime Cards on Instagram. And we post, all the hits that we have here. We actually I just pulled up a little bit later than he did. But they just pulled the J.J. McCarthy 101 and select.
Yeah, it was crazy. I walked in, and he just shows me the card, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Well, there goes a product hit.
Yeah, and so, I don't know. I just feel like we just hit so many bangers in the store.
Bangers on bangers in Overtime Cards.
Make sure you guys follow the Instagram at Overtime Cards, and we film every reaction. And with it being a one-on-one, the chair I'm usually sitting in is usually the one-on-one chair, but he actually pulled it, I think, in that
Just
chair over there.
Two chairs to my right.
Yeah, so make sure you follow that and subscribe too, because we'll post that in our shorts or the podcast, whichever one. But we are going to get into the draft, and we're going to, take a couple steps back and talk about the draft lottery before the draft happened, because that was a big day for Jazz basketball and obviously
for us here in Utah, yeah.
Especially for the Mavericks after making that trade to Luka to the Lakers. So
I got to say right now, leave in the comments, the NBA has got to be rigged. When they sent Luka to the Lakers, Adam Silver was like, "Here, send Luka to the big city, LA, and then we'll give you Cooper Flag."
Yeah,
and they said, "Okay."
There's so many talks about the small markets.
It has to be rigged.
Especially with the finals, people were just trashing on the ratings and how bad they were probably going to be going into the finals. And actually, their Game 7 was the most viewed Game 7, I think, since 2018 when the Cavs and Warriors were in it. But why I say small markets is because Utah was in there, and Charlotte isn't a huge market in the
Washington.
NBA. I would say Washington's a big market, but for basketball,
they've been
no one
bad
wants
forever.
to go there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they've been so bad.
Besides Ace Bailey, right?
Yeah, I guess. But the Jazz, we're guaranteed a top 5 pick going to the lottery, and what do they get?
5.
Yeah, so
We won 17 games and we got the 5th overall pick.
I don't exactly know how it'd be rigged, but I just knew we were never going to get the number 1 pick.
Well, I kind of I saw a thing on Instagram before the draft saying if the 8 or 10 through 7 picks went a certain way, that the Jazz were cooked, and the 7 through 10 picks went exactly how it was not supposed to go. So I knew we were cooked from the 7th pick.
Can you imagine the backlash if the Spurs got the number 1 pick?
Oh, dude, if they would have gone Flag and Wemby, rigged.
Well, imagine the Mavs still had Luka. I don't know if that was the Lakers' first-round pick. I don't think it was, because the Mavs didn't make the playoffs, but
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was their own first-round pick. But, I mean, regardless who got it, the Mavs or the Spurs, I mean, I guess I'm kind of glad the Spurs didn't get it. But,
Yeah, same.
now they have Kyrie, Anthony Davis, and now Cooper Flag, and Klay Thompson. If he can knock down his threes, that's a contending team.
Back-to-back years where the number 1 pick stays in the Jazz division, just the Jazz don't get it.
Yeah, just pain everywhere.
Pain everywhere for the Jazz.
So I guess that's our thoughts on the lottery. Obviously, the Wizards getting 6, Jazz get 5. Number 4 is the Rockets.
No, 4 was Charlotte.
4 was Charlotte. Number 3 was the Philadelphia 76ers. 2 was
San Antonio and
the Spurs.
Dallas.
1, obviously, Dallas, and Nico Harrison gets his job saved by the NBA gods or the balls in the
more
thing,
like
whatever they
he
use.
got his job saved by Silver.
Leave your comments, and if it was rigged, let us know why you think it is, and if you have any reasoning or evidence that it's rigged, let us know.
What's your vote, Tay? Is it rigged or it's not rigged?
I mean, I let my voice known on Twitter that it was rigged, but I just don't know how they could rig it. That's
It's
what I
rigged.
don't understand.
100% it was rigged.
I don't know.
All right,
I just think the Jazz were never meant to get it, and they didn't obviously get it. So, but we'll get to the actual draft. So number 1, obviously, the consensus number 1 pick in everyone's mock drafts, Cooper Flag.
don't even need to think twice about it.
I mean, not a lot to say. Cooper Flag was the best college player last year as a true freshman. He's barely 18 years old, and he's in the NBA,
Seriously.
which is how the NBA goes. And I don't know. We're just
Youngest player in the draft got taken first overall.
Yeah,
He's
and
literally 2 years younger than me.
and he's the best. I know that's crazy. When we talk about players' ages and we're older than them, it just doesn't
Dude
feel
is 2
right.
years younger than me.
Yeah, so he goes to Dallas in a great situation. Like I said, he's all around great player. Could improve defensively, but when he's an athletic freak, he is like he can block
Yeah,
he can
seriously.
guard anyone on the floor, but he can also
All I gotta
score on anyone on the floor. So
All I
he's,
gotta say is about that pick is why did it take 4 minutes to submit the pick? Like I'm just sitting there watching it, and it didn't say pick was in until like 59 seconds.
maybe that's TV. I don't know, but yeah, I agree. I don't know why it takes so long.
Come on, Nico.
Cooper Flag, his card market is going to be
Huge.
it's already huge. I've been wondering this. We'll ask Tanner this in later pods or whenever he comes back on, and whoever's in the shop. But do you think his card market will be bigger or come close to Wemby's?
Yeah.
Do you think it already is?
Yeah. I think
it is too.
Cooper's he already has a bunch of cards, and I like Wemby had cards before he got drafted, but not like Cooper Flag. Like Cooper Flag has got stuff in this. He has stuff in the McDonald's All-American.
Yeah, we are going to open this on the pod, so stay tuned to the end of the podcast to watch us open that. We're actually going to give away
Make sure you
the biggest
subscribe.
card of the
Subscribe.
poll, or some of
Subscribe.
the
Subscribe.
biggest polls. So subscribe. And make sure you interact with the video so you can enter the giveaway for the whatever card we pull out of here are the best couple cards. But number 2 overall pick was Dylan Harper.
Yep.
He's a great player. Obviously, teammates with Ace Bailey at Rutgers. I don't understand how Rutgers didn't make the tournament.
I was gonna say that's the one big issue I've heard with not only our pick but also the Spurs pick is that they're all doubting Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey because they have the 2 top 5 picks but they don't make the NCAA double tournament. I'm like, bruh.
Yes, I don't. I mean, when they're both true freshmen, I guess maybe the experience factor can.
Yeah, and I also went and
Go
looked
into
at
that, but-
the Rutgers roster. They all stink.
Kind of scrubs
They're
outside of
all-
those two.
They're all bad.
I mean, in basketball, you can kind of just go around 2 players. I guess in the
Seriously.
NBA, maybe not college, but you know,
the
Dylan
NBA is
Harper, the
great,
best
remember?
best point guard in the nation, in my opinion. Maybe not in the nation because I think the Jazz may have gotten him in Walter Clayton. We'll talk about him in a second, but Dylan Harper goes to a great situation in San Antonio with Wemby obviously leading the charge. They have Stephon Castle there. He's really good, second-year guy upcoming. What are your thoughts on the Dylan Harper pick?
I'm just glad the Spurs didn't get the first overall pick. That's him and Cooper Flag where they were the 1 and 2 no matter what.
Yeah.
Like I don't think the Spurs don't need a big guy, so they weren't going to draft VJ. They weren't going to draft Ace Bailey. They needed a guard. They got De'Aaron Fox. Now they got a true point guard, so De'Aaron Fox can play the 2. So the
Right.
Spurs are probably going to be scary for the next, I don't know, forever.
Yeah, so they have depth especially at the guard position now with Dylan Harper, and I low-key forgot about De'Aaron Fox, but he's a great player in his own right. And then Wemby
Yeah.
just is going to solidify that, and they actually just signed
Hopefully-
Luke Cornett from the Celtics, so
Yeah, true.
they're gearing up.
Is that
They're
the
gonna
shooter?
He blocked like 7 shots
That's not the
against
shooter.
the Knicks.
The
I
Celtics
think.
have what's the Celtics guy, number 30?
His name's Sam Hauser.
Oh my gosh, he is a bucket.
White chocolate.
Sam Hauser, if you
White
see this, you
chocolate.
are a bucket.
Number 3 was VJ Edgecombe. I think he has the most touching story in the draft, coming out of Baylor, who I loved watching him. I think he's very athletic. I think he's going to be a very good player. I think he's more of a project like Ace Bailey is, and I think he's going into not a great situation. They got Tyrese Maxey, and if Joel Embiid can stay healthy, I think he could play a very big role in that team.
Joel Embiid is such a baby.
He's from the Bahamas, had a touching story on the draft, especially when he got interviewed after the pick. I think that's a good pick.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Don't know how big his card market's going to be right off the bat, but
It
I
won't
think
be-
in years to come, I think his card market could be, a
Yeah.
good value, someone you're willing to invest in, especially this year when
Especially
it's cheaper.
if the 76ers have injury problems like they always do, and he can somehow stay healthy,
His
he'll be their
role
best
get elevated.
player. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I have also another question. You guys can leave it in the comments. Do you think the 76ers draft Ace Bailey if he's not, coming out and saying he doesn't want to go to certain places because he already thinks he's Michael Jordan?
I'd say yeah, probably.
I think the 76ers will 100% take him if he's not
For sure.
canceling all these workouts.
And if there's any Sixers fans that watch this, how do you guys feel about the state of your team? Like, I actually genuinely know that because I hate Philly fans. With me being a Commanders fan, I don't like any Philly sports. And Josh Harris is the owner of the Sixers and the New Jersey Devils, but I don't think the vibes are too great unless everyone's healthy. With obviously Maxey's a bucket getter. He's a good
Joel
player.
Embiid is biggest baby. He talks a lot of crap online, and then he just never plays. He got the
So,
bag and quit.
Exactly.
He got paid, and all of a sudden he has a stubbed toe,
Exactly. 4th overall pick.
just like Zion.
Con Canoopel out of Duke. I didn't want the Jazz to draft him. I saw a lot of mocks that Con Canoopel would go to the Jazz.
Charlotte, just our savior.
I think Con Canoopel is, in just my opinion, I think he has. You kind of know what he's going to be. He's going to step in right away and be able to knock down three, and he's going to be an impact player now. I don't think he has too much development he could do. I kind of want to say he's maybe a light version of Klay Thompson. I thought the Jazz needed a guy that could be a superstar, and I think that's what they got.
I don't know much about Knievel, but I was just his biggest hater. I don't know why.
A lot of hate coming from you today.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I don't know. Charlotte. I don't know.
It's a Charlotte pick. It's a Charlotte kind of pick.
Yeah, the last time Charlotte had a good draft was when they drafted LaMelo Ball. No, let's just be honest.
And Kemba. Never forget Kemba.
Oh yeah, true. Kemba's a warrior.
But yeah, not too much analysis on Con Canoopel besides.
He's gonna be a bust. Don't keep his card. Sell it as soon as you get it.
And obviously fifth, we'll go through Ace Bailey. What are your thoughts on? I'll voice my opinion with all the rumors that came out with him being not wanting to come to Utah, and his only three destinations I think was New Orleans, Washington, and then I think
He wanted to go to a party city.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on Ace Bailey?
I've been following Ace Bailey for a long time, even before he was at Rutgers. I just used to see his high school mixtapes, and I just get so excited. I'm like, all right, the Jazz need to get this guy.
Did he ever play in Utah?
No.
Oh.
But
Cooper Flag did.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, Ace Bailey, I think he's going to be really, really good. And also, there's been some stuff that came out that it wasn't all him that's saying all this stuff. It was his team and the people that he has working for him.
Right.
Which obviously Ace Bailey does have something to do with that, but I don't think all of it. And I've also seen stuff like he's already been out in the community. He's already done a bunch of stuff. He signed his contract, so that's good. Didn't take long, so that's always a plus. But I think he's gonna. I don't know. He looks like Kevin Durant in the making.
Yeah, I just don't understand how a 18-year-old kid
Can just choose where he wants to go.
exactly
Like,
and try to
first, dude.
try to be picky with where he goes and not if he's in last year's draft, he's the number one overall pick. He's going to Atlanta no matter what.
Yeah.
Unless someone trades up for him, and I think that's worth trading up Ace Bailey, especially with last year's prospects, with it being a weak draft.
Well, speaking of last year's draft, I think every single top 5 player in this draft is number one last year, 100%.
Yeah, no.
Last year's draft was so weak.
Yeah, I mean, I like Alex Sarr, but we won't get into that last year's draft. But Ace Bailey, definitely, I would say maybe a project, but I think he'll play well right away, and he's going into a good situation with Utah and being able to be the focal point and maybe the face of the franchise one day with Laurie. He's already kind of getting up there in age and maybe it doesn't fit the rebuild that Utah's trying to get. And Collier, I really like Collier. I think he's a stud. He reminds me of Chris Paul, and I think he's a little more athletic.
He's an old school point guard. He doesn't have to. He's not a shooter. He's a passer and he's a facilitator.
Yeah, and I think he could mesh very well with Ace Bailey. Hopefully, Ace Bailey's just not a diva like people describe him to be. And you get rid of Jordan Clarkson. You kind of see that we already knew where Danny Ainge and Ryan Smith want to go down, and Austin Ainge, I believe, is his son's name. We know what they want to do. Ace Bailey is a huge part of that, if not the biggest part of the rebuild, and it's going to be fun to watch for years to come.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
all right, now to skip forward in the draft, we're going to talk about Utah Jazz second pick in the first round. Traded up to the 18th with Washington, I believe, right? To get Walter Clayton, the tournament champion, national champion, absolute bucket getter next Steph Curry. He's going to be really good at basketball in Utah. He'll
help with ticket sales.
Oh yeah,
I think.
He obviously if you watch the tournament, you know who Walter Clayton is, and he's really good at basketball.
You probably bet us over a couple times.
Yeah, you probably took the over on the
And
lines.
Florida's team was really good, and he was
had
the best player on that team, so that speaks highly of him.
Yeah, you should have seen how these college teams were guarding him, dude. I've never seen someone boxing one so hard. Yeah, if you watch the national championship game against Houston, I've never seen Houston someone play defense on someone as hard as that Houston.
And Houston's defense was the best in the country, especially with how many players like Jamal Shed they had. They had dogs, and Walter Clayton
But yeah,
hooped.
If you need a game to watch, go watch Walter Clayton's Final Four game.
Or any game,
or
for that matter. But the Final Four was the stage is the biggest.
He dropped I think he had a 30-something point game in the game. Final Four game.
Yeah, he's a great pick. That's like an A+ pick I've seen on everywhere, every CBS Sports, ESPN, every mock draft or every draft analysis where they give out grades. I couldn't be higher on that pick, and I think they have a lot of versatility with guards, just like we kind of said with San Antonio. With Keontae George, we talked about Collier, we like him. Now with Walter Clayton, Bryce Sensabaugh as a guard, we have really young options here in Utah.
You got Taylor Hendricks coming back too.
Yeah,
after tripping, falling, and breaking his leg.
Oh, that was gruesome.
That was
almost
so bad.
Almost as worse as Gordon Hayward's. Like that was bad.
It was.
I don't even know.
I felt so bad for him.
Yeah, for real. But Walter Clayton, we approve of that. And other names that we think could have sneaky good card markets either this year or a year from now. I think Asa Newell, guard out of Georgia. He was their best player. And Georgia played really well in the SEC, who sent the most teams from one conference ever to a tournament. I think he could be a big steal. I think Nate Clifford from Colorado State, shout out my Mount West, could be really good. I think he's going into. He got traded to the Kings, and the Kings obviously need someone to step up. And I think Nate Clifford is a great player. He's so athletic. I think he's 6'4" wing. I think watch out for him. But we're gonna get to this box now, and we're gonna open this. We are going to get, like I said, make sure you subscribe and like it. We're going to give this box, not the whole box, but the hits from the box away. So in this, you're obviously looking for Cooper Flagg, Juju Watkins, and Ace Bailey autos. That's what you're really looking for. And this is the Bowman Chrome Sapphire box. And you can pull some bangers. And we were talking about this in the shop this week.
That is.
There hasn't been really any big hits from this box that we've seen in store yet. Some people have bought them and taken them out, but there's 8 packs per box in this, 4 cards per pack. And so let's get active and let's rip it.
Okay, Mark Sears, is that the guy you like?
Mark Sears, yeah, he's good. He went to Charlotte, I believe.
Justice Carlton.
Okay.
Not who we're looking for. Darren Reed.
Okay.
And
looking for that auto.
John Bull.
Not in there. Okay, Bobo's brother, I'm assuming.
Wow, yeah, it's got to be. He's really tall.
He's very, very tall. All right.
No lottery guys on that one?
So here we got Jackson Shelstad. We got Ashton Hardaway from St. Mary's.
Oh, Duke. Wrong guy.
Darren Harris.
Ooh.
Okay. And then we got
Hey.
Ace Bailey. There we go.
Ace Bailey.
I love this design on the blue cracked ice sapphire. It's so cool. I call a lot of it cracked ice, but it's sapphire. So there's our first hit. Got Ace Bailey.
Heck yeah, put that in a sleeve.
Definitely going to sleeve that up and top load that. Now we need Ace Bailey to show out again to get an auto.
Oh, please.
So
actually, leave in the comments who you think pulls the auto, me or Tate.
If we pull an auto.
Yeah.
Well, it's
if
per
we
box
pull
on
an
average,
auto.
but we should pull an auto.
So if we pull an auto, let us know who you think. All right, I'm gonna need help. Oh, I got
Jalil
color.
Bethea.
I got color.
We got color.
Got color here,
was
guys.
it pink?
Next card is purple.
There we go. Purple.
How do I do this, dude?
Just like that.
Alex Caraban.
Caraban to number to 100. There we go. Got a numbered card.
There's a hit.
I'll sleeve that up for you.
Kaylee Heckel from USC. And Michi Johnson from Ohio State.
This is 8 on the print to 100. All right, Ace. Walter Clayton does not sign in this, but Ace does. So
I didn't see his name on the checklist.
He is on there. So we got Grant Nelson, right? Yep, Grant Nelson from Alabama. We got Cam Scott from South Carolina. We got
Utah?
Muriel Little from
Yeah.
Utah. I don't know who that is. I've never. And then we got Trey Norman, Marquette guard. So nothing in that pack besides a Ute. Go Utes.
All right, guys, we need to hit up.
We need some bangers here.
Ooh, there we go.
Okay, Dylan Harper.
There's
There we
a
go.
nice Dylan Harper. There we go.
Got
Ooh,
both
got
of the
green.
Rutgers. Okay, got both of the.
Oh my gosh! Why did I think that was Kalen Clark for second?
I don't know, but it.
Silas
Michigan.
Swartz from Michigan out of 65 on the green cracked ice.
Sapphire, I
card.
think is what it goes on.
There we go. Simon Wilcher from St. John's. And Diamond Johnson from NSU. What is that?
NSU, I don't know. Norfolk State, I don't know.
Oh,
Norfolk
it is.
State University.
It is. All knowledge right there from Tay Edwards.
All right, this pack. I don't want to say it feels a little thicker.
We still haven't pulled an auto.
Okay. Oh, I have yellow, so
Oh, okay.
that could mean something. So
Is it
we
gold?
got Ahmad Noel.
Oh my god, it might be gold.
It might be gold.
I think it might have gold.
Okay, I'm gonna try and
no,
tease it.
no, don't.
Okay, we're just gonna rip it. All right. I don't know what it is. Okay, Zayd Lowry number to 37 out of 75 on the yellow sapphire. We got Freddie Dillon the fifth, and then Latrell right shell. Pretty sure Visa 5.
All right, guys, we need to pull an autograph.
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
We need
can't
it.
put him off the table.
We need it.
All right, let's see if we got. Right on the front.
Cooper flag. There we go.
Cooper flag. We do have red behind this. Let's just rip it off. And there it is.
Our auto.
Our autograph.
Okay, so whoever spammed Dawson in the
5.
comments, Aiden Holloway to 5. I mean, it's to 5. I don't know who
To
Aiden
5
Holloway
color
is,
match.
but
Bam. Did he get drafted this year? Or is he still in college? Could still be in college, so that'd probably be one we want to hold on to.
To 5.
To 5
Make sure you subscribe
there's
for
another good
this.
There's another good one.
John Broom.
John Broom from Auburn. And then
2 out of 5 on the print for the auto.
Steely Ventures. Nice.
So we got the auto out of the way.
And we did hit an auto.
Not out of the way, but
auto to 5 and a Cooper flag in the same box. So that's nice. So let's leave up this Cooper. Sorry.
it's nice. All right, here's my last pack here.
You put Dawson in the comments, you win.
All right, no color on this one. So we got Raven Johnson out of South Carolina. We got Nick Boyd. He's good. Transferred from FAU to San Diego State after they won their national championship. Kiki Irafron and Jordan Gainey from Tennessee. All right, so make sure you guys do subscribe like I've said many times in this video. And you guys will win the big hits in this box. Really, the ones that we top loaded, we'll give them away to you guys, the subscribers and the supporters of the podcast. So we appreciate you for listening to the podcast, and make sure you guys go follow the Instagram as well as subscribing here. So thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.